Hello my beautiful bellitas and welcome back to another vegan video. Y'all don't know how much I've missed saying that. I've missed it so much, and I didn't just disappear on y'all because I lost motivation. If you guys were keeping up with me on my Instagram stories, y'all know I got my wisdom teeth taken out. I had a torn lateral meniscus. I've been keeping you updated. Actually, I've been keeping y'all updated on here as well. So I took a break because I was recovering, and now I can fully speak and fully move my mouth, and I can sit down without my knee being in excruciating pain. I still am recovering from my knee surgery. I'm no longer on crutches, but I'm still, hobbling, and I'm still swollen, and I still can't straighten it yet, but I can sit down and bend it and be in a comfortable position to film. So I've been dying to do a Halloween look, and I was so sad because I thought I wasn't going to be able to at least get one in and posted by Halloween, but that didn't happen, and I'm so excited because Halloween is one of my favorites, and I love spooky season and all that stuff, and I definitely missed out on it this year, but it's okay. At least I can get one look in. So that's what we're gonna do today. I'm gonna do a whole get ready with me with this Halloween look that I've been seeing, and I thought it was really fun and cute to do. It looks pretty easy. So for y'all, if y'all just want to, do something cool. I also will be going in depth, how the surgeries were and my experience. This is going to be that video. This is going to be the whole makeup and chill, but spooky edition. You feel me? So definitely grab a snack, grab your drinks. I have a nice water bottle. It looks really nice. Be sure to like this video, share with a friend. And if you are new here, definitely subscribe and turn on your bell notifications so you never miss a banging video. All right, y'all. A lot. It's been a lot. So I'm not even gonna tell y'all this is what I'm using. This what I might as well. Everything will be listed down below. Guys, this honestly has been such a crazy experience. If you guys never gotten your wisdom teeth taken out, bro, literally brace yourself, because I honestly I had it so bad. It was the worst 2 weeks ever in my life. It was, oh bye, I still have the scrunchie on. You know what, I'm gonna start with my knee. So my surgery was really early in the morning, and it wasn't something that I mentally prepared for, because I remember I was being told from a couple other places that basically you had to wait a month in between surgeries that required anesthesia. I don't think I should have used this color, but we're just going to make it work. So you had to wait a month in between the anesthesia. So I really wasn't mentally prepared, because that's what I thought was going to happen. I thought I was going to have to wait, a month, and then next thing you know, I went to Florida for my boyfriend's friend's 21st birthday. We were there for I think 5 days. So we were there, and then I come back, and then none of the nurses really answered my question. I was oh, so am I gonna need to reschedule this? Because my at that point, my wisdom teeth was the most important surgery I needed. I was my knee could wait, my teeth cannot, because it hurts. It would always hurt even when I talked, as much as my wisdom teeth were growing in. So again, nobody really answered me. They called me the day before my surgery to confirm, and I asked them, I was I don't know if I'm let me know. I don't know. And they still were just oh yeah, they just told me yeah right then and there. And then the next thing you know, that night, the next morning I had to get surgery. So I was freaking out. I couldn't prepare. So I was very nervous. I was very anxious. I was this is gonna be a struggle. So next thing you know, morning of surgery, I get there. This looks literally purple. It looks purple. It's purple. It's not supposed to be purple. They call my name. I go back, and the nurse is there. I'm not gonna say her name because I don't know. I'm not gonna say her real name. I'm just gonna make a fake name. I'm just gonna call her Sophia. That's a cool name. So let's say her name is Sophia, the nurse. So she's there, and she's, talking to me and, saying hi. She has a warm smile, and she was talking to everybody. Like, she was that coworker, like, oh, good morning, so-and-so, good morning, how are you? Like that. And she was the only one who was really doing that. So I felt so, like, comforted that, you know, she was, you know, my nurse and going to be, you know, getting me prepped and all that stuff. She had to give me, like, this medicine to prevent, like, nausea from the anesthesia or whatever. So when, you know, I had to take my mask off so she could give it to me. And then she was, like, saying, oh my gosh, like, your freckles are so beautiful. Your skin is so beautiful. Like, she kept complimenting me and making me feel, like easing my anxiety. And she was just so sweet. And then she was, like, asking me, like, what school I went to, like, what do I do and all that stuff. And then it was time for the needle and, like, the IV. And I was so scared because I don't do needles. I don't like needles. I was the kid who you had to have 5 nurses in there to hold me down because I can't stand needles to this day. I still be crying. So she, you know, she got the needle ready, the IV ready, and I'm, like, getting all nervous, like, oh my gosh, like, I hate. Then she was just like, oh, it's okay, you know, like, she didn't make me feel like a baby. Honestly, she really didn't, and I really appreciated that. It was very nice, like, my like, getting into surgery. It was really nice. The anesthesiologist came and he spoke to me and he was making jokes. Like, he was like, oh, so, like, how did this happen with your knee? And I was just like, I don't know. Like, it just happened. And then he was just like, well, your story's boring. Like, you gotta come up with a funny story. Like, come on. So, like, you know, making me laugh and all that. I would say, like, the whole process, like, with this specific center, they were very nice. Like, my chest, like, even, like, when I was first diagnosed, my MRI, like, everything, they were so nice. Nurse Sophia gave me a really nice warm blanket, and she just had a really sweet voice. Like, I really did like her. She was so nice. So I go in, I'm being wheeled back to the operating room, and I just see the lights, and I'm like, oh man. And I really don't remember falling asleep. I don't even think he told me, like, oh, here comes the anesthesia. I end up waking up, and it's always so weird waking up because it's, like, confusion. So I woke up and I hear them saying, like, hello, like, you know, you did so good and all that stuff. And then, like, the first thing they did was hand me my glasses. Like, they had my here. I really appreciated that they had my glasses there and ready for me because I am blind as a bat. I cannot see for nothing, and just, like, freaks me out not being able to, like, I was already confused. So it just made me feel nice that they had my glasses nice and ready for me. They had a warm blanket on me. They gave me crackers and apple juice, which was very nice. I woke up, like, crying, like, hysterically crying. So my surgery was either going to be a cleanup or a repair, and the repair would have required, like, them going in and stitching inside my knee, and a cleanup would have just been them cleaning up the fluids and all that stuff and cutting away what wasn't, like, going to be needed and all that, like, what was causing me pain. So it ended up being a cleanup, and the cleanup would have been a 6-week recovery, but the repair would have been a 6-month recovery with the brace from my thigh to my ankle. And I was so worried for that one because nobody wants to be in bed for 6 months, you know what I mean? So when I looked, like, the first thing I did, I got up and I was crying, and I looked down and I didn't see a brace, so I cried even more. I was like, oh, because I thought I wasn't going to be able to film for a while. Like, I was telling, I was like, am I going to be able to sit down and film? And they were like, yeah, just, you know, give it a little time. And then I realized how much pain I was in. Like, the pain was so bad when I woke up, like 11, 20 out of 10. Like, it was so painful when I first woke up. But then they gave me this medicine, like the painkillers, and, you know, it all kicked in over time, and the pain went away, and it was bearable. Like, honestly, it really wasn't that bad once the medicine kicked in. It sucked when I had to move my leg because I really couldn't, and you had to hold it a certain way. Like, people would think, like, let me grab under your knee or under your calf, and I'm like, no, the heel, grab my heel. It was so swollen and hot to the touch. Like, it was painful. Like, it wasn't painful, it was uncomfortable. Like, it was uncomfortable to sleep for a while. I didn't think that it was that bad. I was like, oh, this is so manageable. Which is why in the beginning, when I got my surgery, I was so active on my Instagram stories. Like, I was still posting. Everything was great. I still felt like me. Like, it didn't really take too much of a toll on me, basically. The crutches definitely were... I hated the crutches. Like, I hated having to walk anywhere because they hurt and I was using them wrong. So they were like digging into my armpits and it wasn't nice. I think after a week, or a week or two, I finally learned how to use them the right way so they weren't hurting me anymore. They took my stitches out like a week post-op. And just yesterday, I didn't have a way to get to my appointment, so I had to drive there myself. So I finally drove for the first time yesterday and it was so nice and I really enjoyed it. My surgeon said I'm doing good, but at this point I should be able to bend it more than I can now, and I should be able to have it fully straightened out by now. So he wants me to go to physical therapy. Everything is a struggle, and that was probably the most annoying thing for a while. It took like 40 minutes just to give myself like a sponge bath. Like, it was so bad. Like, just yesterday, for the first time, I actually stepped into the tub. Like, this whole month I've been sitting down with a washcloth, like washing myself, and I just remember it being so painful in the beginning, and a couple times I did hurt my knee. And I would just cry in pain. It was so rough. I'm just so happy to be recovering. But he said that everything's recovering perfectly fine, which I'm so happy and grateful for, because my knee honestly was so bad. Like, it was so relieving to hear that I won't have any more issues, because I feel like with my knee, it was limiting me for so many things in my life. Like, I'm 21 and I can't even freaking jump on a trampoline. Like, ugh. I'm just glad that I got it done and I was able to, do that. It kind of sucked though, like having to ask for everything every 20 seconds, not every 20 seconds, but like I couldn't hold my own drink because my hands are my crutches, and I just don't like relying on people because it just makes me anxious. It's just like, I don't like it because I feel like I'm a burden. All right, this part is gonna be kind of tricky. I just hope that I used the right type of brown. Like, I don't think I did. Like, I feel like I want this deeper, something like this type of brown. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna use that now. Recovery with that has been good, and I've been doing great now that I'm able to do more and be more independent. Like, it's like in stuff like that, you really never really realize like how good you have it and how lucky you are for stuff. Like, when I got my wisdom teeth taken out, like brush my teeth, like actually open my mouth and brush my teeth. Like, it's just, I hated not being able to fully open my mouth. I hated not being able to, just hold stuff in my hand and being so limited and all that. And obviously being stuck in the house, no social interactions, basically. I did have some really nice friends who came over and visited me and gave me a care package, and it made me feel so happy. It's like really nice to know that you have some really nice and supportive friends. Like, it was just so sweet. I was like, I want to cry, but like I can't because I had just got my wisdom teeth taken out and I couldn't like move my face. But that's pretty much it for my knee. That surgery was honestly, the most pain I felt was when I woke up. Another thing though, sometimes when I would stand up, like in the beginning, it would like be like blood rushing and my knee would start throbbing. Like, that sucked. But I feel like that was definitely like the better of the surgeries that I got. Like, the knee was bearable and manageable. Now for my wisdom teeth, girl, that was just something else. And I'm so glad I never have to do it again, unless, you know, God decides he wants to give me 4 more wisdom teeth. That was bad. Like, it was so bad. It was the worst. It was everything I was scared about, and I hated it. I really did. It sucked. There was like, what was it? My face was so, like, I'm gonna put a picture. My face, I looked like a Roblox character. I looked like a me character. My face was so swollen. I was a square. And it hurt. Like, it hurt so bad. I did not like it. The bleeding. I had, like, the biggest blood. Like, he called it a liver clot. My doctor, my surgeon. And he was honestly really, really attentive. Like, he even like put, like, you know how they give you a take-home procedure, like how to aftercare and everything. He even said, like, if you have any questions, like, outside of business hours, this is my cell phone number. Like, he has that printed on the paper for all of his patients. And I'm so grateful for that, because it was like 2 o'clock in the morning and I was freaking out because there was this big clot and it was only getting bigger. And I was bugging out, and then I texted him. I was like, I'm so sorry. Like, I know the time, but this is what's happening, and I'm freaking, like, I don't know what to do. So I don't know if this is normal. And he texted me at like 4 or 5 a.m. like saying, you know, that's normal. And then, you know, told me to take it out and all that. And I really did appreciate that. I had really, really bad numbness. Like, my nose would get tingly, my lips would get tingly, like my whole body would get tingly. And it was honestly the worst. So he had to get me medicine for that, because it was just unbearable. And I don't know why, like, that really did take a toll on my body. Like, my anxiety was bad. I was having panic attacks, like this, and I never had panic attacks like that. Like, it was just so, it was really a lot. Ooh, oh my gosh, this looks so good. That was another thing I was reading about when I was filming. That's why I waited so long to film, because I'm like, if I drop something, there's no way I can pick it up. I just want to head into the other eye because it was kind of difficult to talk and do, like, you know, the glitter at the same time. So I'm just taking off the excess glitter that's on my face, all the fallout, with a wipe and my micellar water. So like I was saying, go in, my appointments, you know, really early in the morning. I want to say like 7 I had to go. And it was rough. It was just rough. I had my crutches, you know, they were helping me. The nurse there, I honestly, I don't even know her name, but I'm going to come up with the fake name anyways. We're just going to say, let's just say Amber. So Amber, she was so nice. Even my consultation, like, she was so cool. She really made me feel very welcomed. We were talking about hair and all that stuff. What else did we talk about? Yeah, she helped me out with my crutches and my knee. They got me a towel so I can have my leg elevated while they did my surgery, which I appreciated as well. She helped me get up after surgery. Like, she literally went and, like, lifted me, which was so nice. She wheeled me out, you know, to my boyfriend's car. I really liked her too. Like, I was, thank God, in really great hands for both of my surgeries. I was supposed to go in 2 weeks post-op, but we ended up going like 1 week post-op because I was really numb and all that. So he wrote my script and all that, and he just wanted to see. I didn't want it to be sharp, so I kind of did it to a curve, my cleanup. So I go in and, you know, I go to the room. They elevate my leg and everything. Oh, what? So there was another nurse training. We're just gonna call her like Stacy or something. So what was the other girl's name? What did I just say? Amber. So Amber was, you know, the nurse I was already familiar with, but Stacy was training. So Stacy was there with Amber, and they were both, you know, helping out. Where's my... Oh, it's in my lap. So Amber went to go put in my IV, and she missed, and I've never been missed before. So I already hate IVs, and I'm already freaking out internally. And just to feel her miss, it hurt so bad, and I honestly was the worst. And I never thought, like, I always hear about people missing, and I always, like, my whole life, I'm like, please, I hope nobody ever misses with me, because I don't know how I'll be able to take it, because I can't, like, I hate needles. So she missed. She went ahead, tried again. She missed again, bro. Like, oh my gosh, it was so bad. It was so bad. It was so bad. And I was trying so hard not to cry because it just hurt, and I was already getting really anxious. Like, my anxiety was up here, and she kept missing. So then Stacy was like, oh, you know, let me try. And Stacy got me. Stacy got it, and it was fine. But where it was, like, positioned, like, it hurt. But I'm like, okay, I'm about to go to sleep soon. So whatever, basically. So, you know, my doctor comes in. He says hi and all that stuff. Now, you know, I obviously get my surgery. Don't know what's going on. Like, I wake up, and I really don't remember waking up. Like, at all. I really, truly, genuinely don't remember waking up. I just remember seeing my boyfriend, like, back in the room with me, and I'm like, what are you doing here? Because my other surgeries, like, nobody was ever in the room with me when I woke up. So I was so surprised to have seen him in the room with me. And the nurse, well, actually, it was just me and him at first. And I'm like, oh, hey. And then I felt like a little bit later, like, after me and him were talking and all that, and I'm here, like, loopy. I remember, like, I was like, was I crying? Because I felt like I was crying. I was like, was I crying? He's like, you were crying when I got here, but I don't know what you were crying about. And I don't know what I was crying about. I feel like that's why they brought him back, because I was crying and I couldn't calm down, because that's what it really felt like. But it really did feel like a dream, so I didn't think that like, actually happened. I really don't remember anything being in the room. I remember the whole ride going home, though. And I couldn't feel my face. Like, I really could not feel my face for the life of me. And I kept singing, like, I can't feel my face when I'm with you. Like, I kept singing that. And I have videos of me singing it in the car, as I really couldn't feel my face, and I thought it was so funny. I got home. I'm in so much pain. I can't even move my mouth. My lips are so dry and chapped and peeling. Like, it honestly felt gross, and it took a long time for my lips to get moisturized and not chip anymore. Then my friends came over, you know, after I got my wisdom teeth taken out, to bring me some nice soft foods and the care basket, like I told y'all. But I really couldn't talk much because moving my mouth hurt, and then the medicine wore off, and I was just in so much pain. Like, when I tell you I was in so much pain, like, I was just... Oh, also, I already primed this, because y'all know I already prime my forehead when I put on my concealer, because I feel like that's what gives me bumps. Well, I'm pretty sure that's what gives me bumps, because I'm putting makeup on my bare skin with no primer. So I always prime this first before y'all think I forgot my forehead and I'm just, like, risking it all right now. I would just sit and cry in pain. Like, it was it was horrible. I was in so much pain. I've never been in that much pain, and that's what really took the biggest toll on my body. Like, the 2 surgeries, recovering from it, and they were only 5 days apart, both surgeries. So it was very, very rough in the beginning, and not being able to eat, and eating blended foods and soup and all that. I had mashed potatoes for like 2 weeks straight, not 2 weeks, but basically my main food was mashed potatoes. And then I had this soup, but it was so salty it made me throw up. Like I was literally throwing up. And the first night post-op from my wisdom teeth surgery, I didn't sleep. Like I sat up the whole day because I was in so much pain and I was bleeding. Like I broke and I was up, and for a good couple nights I didn't get a good sleep at all. It was so bad. I think it was the third night I finally got a decent sleep in and slept throughout the whole night. Like I couldn't even move my mouth. Like I had to use Google text to speech because I couldn't talk. I couldn't communicate with my family, and I was so scared of getting, what's it called, dry socket. Like I was so petrified of getting dry socket. It was one of my, because I have such bad luck with stuff like that. So I was like, watch me be the one to get a freaking dry socket. But I didn't. My face would throb, my whole entire face. It was hot to the touch. I couldn't move my head too much, and mentally it didn't put me in a good spot because I felt so restricted. And usually when I get overwhelmed, I escape to do my makeup, and I escape to film, or I escape to go take a walk at a park, or I write or something. But I obviously couldn't do any of that because I'm stuck in the house and my face is swollen, and I couldn't sit, I couldn't do my makeup. It was nothing. So all I could do was just sit there. I couldn't even sing, and I can't sing good. So don't think that I'm a good singer, but I just like to sing. It makes me happy. I suck though. I had a really bad depressive episode. If you guys, I feel like I've told you guys before, I do have depression. I was diagnosed with a psychiatrist, and I haven't had like an episode in a long time, thank God. But I had such a terrible depressive episode. Like I really just was done. Like I hated everything, and I was just crying, and it was so bad. Like when I tell you it was bad, it was just so bad. Like I want to hug myself just thinking about it, because I just thought like this is the worst thing that's ever happening to me right now, and I'm not gonna make it through. And I really didn't want to. I was like, I don't want to do this no more. Like, oh no, I got concealer on my freaking eyeshadow. Oh no, now I got glitter on my face. Should have wiped it away. Okay. And then this one day, I don't know, like I still don't know why or how this happened, but I was in my room, right? I did my normal routine. I got up, brushed my teeth and all that stuff. And like I said, everything's a process, so it would drain my energy so bad, and I wasn't really refilling that energy because I was eating soup and mashed potatoes and barely walking, you know? So my energy, like everything felt like a workout. It was so bad. So I'm home, and my papa was home with me. My mom goes to work, and my brother was at school, of course. And I hadn't eaten yet, but I was gonna ask him to, you know, make me like a breakfast shake. So I was about to ask him for all that, and it was like I had woken up late. Like I got a really good sleep that time, so it was already like noon, like 12:30. I'm like getting up for the day, basically, like out in the living room, in the kitchen and all that. I went to refill my ice, and I had a hoodie on and some sweatpants. And I remember I was just like sweating, like I was really, really hot. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna take this off when I sit down. I'm refilling my ice, and I opened the freezer, and there's the cold air felt like, it felt good, but it just felt like too much. And next thing you know, I'm getting a phone call on my phone from like a bill, like one of those fake numbers, like 800 numbers. I'm getting a call on my phone, and I remember looking at it, and I'm like, I'm not gonna answer. And then I started to feel weird, like my head started to hurt, and everything, like I felt like I was going like this, like I was rocking, and everything just started to feel fuzzy and started to feel slow-mo. Like it was like I felt out of it. Like it did not feel right. Next thing you know, I started to see black dots. And once I started to see the black dots. I was like, no. Oh no, like please God, no. No. For, you know, I'm about to tell you what it means when you see black dots. If you don't already know, it means you're about to pass out. So I'm like, no, like don't. So I closed my eyes to try to like bring myself back and talk myself out of it. But I didn't. I just remember closing my eyes and my eyes were closed. And then I was like, my subconscious was there. But next thing you know, I'm like, I feel like I'm like this. And like, mind you, I'm on my crutches too with opening the fridge. So I'm on a crutch holding. And then next thing you know, I just feel me going back. And I wasn't awake though. I just remember feeling that. And then next thing you know, boom, like boom. I passed out and I fell backwards and I banged my head so hard on the floor. Like that's what woke me up. And I bit myself, like I bit my cheeks as I fell. And like I felt it in my teeth. I felt it everywhere like that. I thought I broke my back. Like I was just in so, and then next thing you know, like I wake up and I'm like, what's going on? Like I was so confused and my body hurt. Like I said, I swore I broke my back. I hope this is coming out good, man. I really wish I had a camera to record it after I knew I was good. That would have been such a funny TikTok video. Like, and then my head hit the wall. Don't. Like, I just imagining me sitting and then boom. Like, just so funny to me. Like, I'm sorry. Sorry to myself. But no, I was so confused and I was like, what the hell is going on? Like, what just happened to me? I have no clue what just happened to me. This one's more curvier than this one. Bye, because this isn't in the middle like this one. Oh my gosh, that's why. Man, this one came out better than that one. And it's like, my makeup's already on, so I can't change it. Just gotta go with the flow, you know. I don't think it'll be that noticeable. Hold on, I gotta make them even. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. And I was drenched in sweat, y'all. And it was scary. It was really scary. Like, I really thought I was gonna die. Like, that's honestly all I can put it as. I called my papa and I'm like, I was so confused and just everything felt distorted. And I'm just like, Papa, can you come here? And then he came over and I'm like, I don't know what's wrong with me. Like, my body was numb. Everything was numb. I've never felt that way before. Like, I've never passed out before. I just thought like the worst was happening to me. I was just like, I'm dying. I was like, Papa, I think I'm dying. And I was just trying not to cry and I felt an anxiety attack coming. But like my subconscious was just like, no, like you are not about to have an anxiety attack right now, because like what if you just pass out again, you know? So I was freaking out about that. I was like, all right, I need to get up because I had to use the bathroom. But it was just so difficult to get up because I couldn't move, you know? One leg was bent on the floor and the other one had to be able to be strong enough to push me up, and it wasn't because I just had surgery. So my papa had to help me up, and it was honestly, I swear it was an angel helped me, because I was able to walk like limping on my papa's shoulders and to the bathroom, like putting pressure on this leg and on my, you know, surgery. And I don't know how I did it, and I was able to do it, and that's why I'm like, it was an angel. It had to have been an angel who gave me that strength. And thank God there was nothing behind me when I fell. Like, I fell in the best way possible. Everything, like, it was bad what happened, but it was in the best way possible. Because that day I was supposed to go to physical therapy, but I ended up not having a ride, so I canceled it, and my appointment was supposed to be at 12 and I passed out at 12:30. So I just couldn't imagine. Like, imagine I was outside, you know, like over there, because it's like whatever happens is already in God's plan. Like, it's already destined. Like, what's meant to happen is going to happen. So I was meant to pass out that day. So it's just to think, like, what if I was in the car or something, or, you know, anywhere but home? Like, it would have been so scary for whoever was there with me. I was scared that I had a concussion, because like the whole rest of that day I didn't feel right. I think this is gonna look so good. Oh my gosh. My doctor said to go to the ER to get evaluated to make sure I don't have a concussion, because I hit my head really hard. I was in the ER for 8 hours, bro. Like, it was so bad. I didn't eat neither. Had my face been still crazily swollen, like, I just couldn't imagine the pain I would have been in, you know? And they basically told me that, you know, I'm healthy, everything's good. I don't have a concussion, which I'm honestly so surprised by, because I hit my head hard. I never hit my head hard like that ever before in my life. That's why I'm like, oh, that's what they mean when they say I'm hard-headed, huh? I think like 2 days after that, I was still confused, still really irritable. Like, I felt weird. And my best friend came with me too to the hospital, and she left work early to take me, and I was like, so grateful. Like, that's what I'm saying, like, having good friends, like, it just feels so nice to not feel completely alone. Like, you know what I mean? I'm blessed to have, you know, the friends that I do have, and I love you guys so much. If you guys are watching. So yeah, I left there at like 11 something. Like, I left there very late, and I got there at like 2. No, I got there at almost 4, and I left at 11, and my mom took me to get some Burger King after, and I was hyped because I hadn't eaten outside food in so long at that point. I was like, I need it. The other thing I was craving a lot was pizza, so I had some pizza the other day, and it was really, really nice. I think I'm pretty much good with the glitter part. I definitely do want to like blend out these sides, but other than that, I've been watching movies like crazy. I started to watch I watched Squid Game. It was very good. I thought, I can't wait for season 2 to come out. And then I started to watch Pretty Little Liars again. They're back to like 2012. I used to watch that show religiously in middle school, but I never found out who A was, and I stopped watching it because it started to get annoying. But I haven't watched it in a few days because I started to watch American Horror Story to make me feel like I'm in spooky season. And me and my boyfriend have been like, oh, we also watched You season 3, because I don't know if y'all know, but there's this it's like this streaming service. It's called Teleparty. I don't know what it is they accept, but they accept Netflix. Him and I would set up a link and like join the party, and then we would be on FaceTime and just have our AirPods in for the, like, with our computers, so we didn't hear each other's screen, and we would just, it's like a little movie date. I don't think I'm gonna do like the rest of my face. That's why I'm so glad I didn't contour. I'm definitely gonna highlight my nose though. We definitely doing that. We're gonna contour and highlight our nose. We watched You season 3, and it was so good. And now we're like watching Freak Show every night. I'm not Freak Show. We finished Freak Show on American Horror Story. Now we're on The Hotel, and that is scary. Like, I thought Freak Show was scary to watch before bed. The Hotel was scary to watch before bed, and I had to watch like iCarly before bed because I'm like, I can't, because I will have a nightmare. I just like American Horror Story. It's such a good show. And I want to watch Halloween Kills. Like, I really do want to watch that so badly. I think I'm gonna do that on Halloween though, because I can't go out still. So I think I'm gonna watch Halloween Kills on Halloween and watch a bunch of scary movies all day long, and, you know, be spooky. I have so many TikToks like waiting to post because it's all I've been like fiending to do, making TikToks. And all these sounds, I'm so excited. I got to use the Halloween sounds. I was so sad because I'm like, girl, I'm not going to be able to use any of the Halloween sounds, but I am. My favorite one right now is the chop chop slide. All right, put your hatchet, step, step, step. You know, that one. Uh-oh, here come the pow-pow, too much murder. I love that TikTok sound. I was gonna do like the glitter here, you know, to make my clown nose, but I'm just gonna highlight her. These lashes are fire, and they're the Ioni mink lashes, 3D faux mink lashes, wispy full dramatic from Dollar Tree. Go get it. So I'm about to do my lower lashes, and I wanted it to be chocolate brown, so I'm going to use a lip liner. This is my NYX lip crayon in the shade Espresso. For my lower lashes, I'm going to use my Colourpop BFF volumizing mascara in brownie points. The only thing is, they should make this with like a thinner wand for the lower lash, because I don't want to get my inside lower lashes, because I feel like I'm gonna stab my nose with it, the side of my nose. Alright, so now it's time for the lips. So I'm gonna grab my Morphe lipstick in the shade Confess. I'm not gonna line it or anything. It really doesn't matter. And then I'm gonna grab some translucent powder and matten that up. This used to be what I used to do this like when I was 15. I always wanted matte lipsticks, so I didn't really have enough at the time, so then I used to just literally grab a translucent powder and make my lipstick matte. And it always worked like a charm. I was so hyped when I figured that out, and like I didn't search it up or anything. Like I was just like, let me try, and that became my hack forever. So if you don't know, now you know. So I'm gonna do this in increments as well. This feels weird, but it's gonna look so good. I'm so excited. My lid is shaking. Y'all see that? I'm not moving it. I'm gonna do my top lip and then clean it up around the sides. So y'all get the gist of it, and I'll be right back when it's all done. Alright y'all, so it's all done, and I'm obsessed. Like, if you don't get it, I'm obsessed. If you know, you know. But this looks so amazing, and it's so difficult to not like my lips right now because I really want to. It was so easy, guys. Like, it really was, like, as y'all saw. And I really do love this look. I might just do this on Halloween, you know. And I love this color. I feel like it matches my shirt perfectly, you know, a little cute little clown moment. I'm obsessed. And look at my Halloween nails, y'all. That's probably gonna be the honey.
He is my honey.
So it was really simple to create this look, and it really didn't take that long at all. Like, I didn't even do the rest of my face. I just put on foundation and concealer and set my face, and this is the main attraction, and I love everything about it. I miss you guys so much. I am recovering very well, and soon enough, hopefully, I will be walking again and back to the daily routine. I miss you guys, like I said, so much. I hope you guys did enjoy this video as much as I enjoyed creating it and just chilling here and speaking with y'all. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on your post notifications so you can be notified every single time that I post. With all that being said, I hope you guys are having a great week, staying safe, keeping happy, healthy, and positive, and having good vibes only. And I'll see you all next time. Bye. Oh, I was trying to show y'all my Halloween nails. Look at my Halloween nails. These are press-ons as well, by the way. They are so fire. I've been in a press-on kick. I just wanted to make that little PS, but bye. I need to drink some water. I'm so hyped. Oh my gosh.